Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The stage of perfection is called trance or samadhi, when the mind is completely restrained from the material mental activities or practice of yoga. This is characterized of one's ability to see the self by the pure mind and to relish and rejoice in the self. In that joyous stage, one is situated in the boundless transcendental happiness and enjoys himself through transcendental senses. Established thus, one never departs from truth, and upon gaining this, he thinks there is no greater gain. Being situated in such a position, one is never shaken, even in the midst of greatest difficulty. This indeed is actual freedom from all miseries arising from material contact. So which yoga we are discussing now? Which yoga it is? Ashtanga yoga, correct? Ashtanga yoga. And what is happening in this practice, this chapter Prabhupada says also Sankhya yoga, because all the Ashtanga yogis generally practice Sankhya yoga. So what is happening here is that it is saying that when you reach the perfection in Hatha Yoga, when you reach Samadhi, what is that stage? Because all the stages, 8 stages are explained in this chapter. Okay, if you clearly see, in the beginning there is a description how to control the mind and senses, yama niyama, correct? Anaya, pranayama, you sit down on a kusha grass, neither high, low. So, because it's not a detailed discussion, Krishna is not spending time explaining Hatha Yoga to Arjuna, but is giving in essence the principles. And now Krishna is talking about Samadhi. What happens in Samadhi? Previous shloka I talked about, just like a lamp in a windless place does not waver. Some people do that. They go to a place where there is no wind and they put a lamp and the lamp is not shaking. They keep looking at it to somehow control the mind. This is there for the people who do not know something positive, at least stop the negative. When a child is making too much noise, what they do? They put him on something. Okay, now you sit there. So he will not disturb you, correct? Other they cannot do work at home. What happens? Children running here, there, they pull this, they pull this. The same way, when the mind becomes uncontrolled, one of the ways is that to practice this kind of mechanical systems, look at the lamp and keep meditating and cool the mind. But in Krishna consciousness, our process is different. Why? We give positive engagement to the mind. Okay? Mind has to be pulled from material concepts. And when you give the mind a positive engagement, like Ashtanga Yogi also meditates on the lotus feet of the Lord actually. And with that positive engagement, when he sees the Lord's lotus feet, that is called Samadhi. He has a Samadhi on the Lord. Actually, there is, in essence, there is no difference between Krishna consciousness or any other yogas. In essence, we are also trying to do the same thing. Try to pull the mind from all other distraction and put it on how to please Krishna. Correct? That is what we are trying. If we are trying, that is a function of a bhakti yogi or any yogi. The mind wants to run so many activities. You pull it back and put it on how to serve Krishna. Every moment asks this question. Now how do I serve Krishna? Then that is what you are trying, a sadhana. But actually when the mind becomes in samadhi, it is said he finds, what is that? He finds boundless spiritual happiness. Because of the meditation on Krishna, who is Sachidananda Vigraha. Krishna is the source of unlimited, Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu, is the source of unlimited spiritual happiness. When the mind focuses on him, what happens? You find boundless spiritual happiness. That is available. Every day you're doing japa, you concentrate into japa, yes, the boundless spiritual happiness is available. But if you do properly japa, every activity, it's not only japa, every activity, you are worshipping the deity now. You meditate on the deity, pray sincerely. Again, boundless. Krishna is the source of unlimited spiritual happiness. Every activity, honoring prasadam, serving the deity, everywhere, Krishna is fully present with all his potencies. And Hladini Shakti of Krishna is one of the potencies which gives great pleasure in service to the Lord that can be bestowed. But provided we focus our mind, it's very simple. Somebody comes to meet you. Okay? Even you are his close friend. Even few minutes of talking, he'll become very happy. But his eyes are not on you. Then how the interaction will happen? At least few minutes you have some eye contact and you talk heart to heart. Some pleasure will come. And Krishna is not an ordinary person. This is just an example, because if you want to study Krishna, you study yourself or study any other person. Krishna is a source of unlimited spiritual happiness, and he has intense love for us. Genuine love. Here in this world is all natak, but Krishna has a genuine love, intense love. So if you can focus on Krishna, you find boundless spiritual happiness. And then upon gaining that, person knows there is nothing higher than this. That is why people come to Krishna consciousness. Actually, when people taste the smell of Krishna consciousness, they drop all material concepts. Just like sometimes you see in families, no? When boy gets attracted to a girl, he drops everything. He forgets his parents, he forgets his friends, he goes mad. For hours they keep talking to their girlfriend like a madman. They didn't know a few days ago, they go mad. Because why? He's feeling some pleasure in it. It's a mithya. It's a biggest illusion. Sex desire is the biggest illusion. But he's feeling some pleasure in it. He is completely actually sucked by Maya. It's a very lamentable condition. And in the movie they sing pyar ho gaya, correct? How unfortunate. They are celebrating illusion. They jump. It's a very lamentable condition, very unfortunate condition, and person gets stuck into illusion. Suppose somebody falls into a ditch and is jumping like that. Therefore, Bhagavatam compares this mithya as andakupa. Prahlad Maharaj says, no? Griha andakupam. Manam gatom harimashreta. He says his father, my dear father, what you should do? He says, my dear father, hitva tapatam griha andakupam. My dear father, I see unfortunate situation. Hitva atapatam. You have given up the place for your own spiritual culture and jumped on a pit. That's what people are doing. Instead of coming to temple and hearing about Krishna and enjoying transcendental pleasure of at least a path we are showing. We are not saying we are having unlimited spiritual pleasure. No, Baba. We are also one on that journey only. But at least we are showing you the correct path. Boldly we can say that. Because this is Sampradaya message you are getting. Boldly we can say this is the perfect path because Krishna doesn't make a mistake. This path you take, you will get boundless spiritual happiness. Correct? Instead of listening to us what they are doing, going and jumping into a pit. A dirty pit. of sex life. That's what they are doing. They get involved here and there with something. And Hitva tapatam, they're giving a place for spiritual culture. This they are not interested. Real happiness they are not interested. They want to go and jump into. Suppose somebody says, please come to temple, there is a nice place. Instead of coming here, taking darshan of the Lord, hearing about Krishna, taking prasadam, what he does, goes outside and jumps into a ditch. Okay, that is enough. After that, he's celebrating that. That is madness, or what you call it. Correct? Hitva tapatam griha andakupam. Why andakupa? Because after you fall, you may celebrate when you are falling, but when you fall on the ground, you break your legs. Then what do? You cry. And nobody wants to hear your cries. That's why it's called andakupa. Hitva tapatam griha andakupam. No water there. Andakupa. You simply break your legs and cry. Vanam gato is saying, give up this andakupa business. One matlab Vrindavana. Go to Krishna's shelter. And what do? Harim ashrayat. Take shelter of the Lord. This is a message, first instruction Prahlad Maharaj gives to his father. And his father asks, my dear son, what is the greatest thing you learned in the school or college? His school, Gurukul. He says, Tata sadhu vanye asuryavarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrahat. We can repeat this message 100 times actually. He says, my dear father, the best thing I have learned, Tata sadhu. Sadhu means good. Asuryavarya dehinam. Oh, best of the asuras. Oh, best of the rakshasas. You are asking me what is the best thing I learned. This is the best thing I learned. For whom? Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrahat. Best message for the people who are constantly in anxiety. Sada samudvigna. Why? They are trying to make a settlement in a temporary place. The first mistake. Therefore, they are constantly in anxiety. Everybody in this world is in anxiety. People try to show I am peaceful. You cannot be peaceful. How can you be peaceful in a slaughterhouse? Can you be peaceful? If you are tied in a slaughterhouse, कसाई खाने में आपको बांध दिया, खुश हो सकते हो क्या? कैसे खुश हो सकता है आदमी? Correct? There is no way a person can be happy when he is bound in a slaughterhouse. So what he has to do? Hitva tapatam. What he has, he is not what he should do. What he has done, he has given a place of spiritual culture and jumped into a ditch in this temporary place in the material world. We have come to the material world, but at least we should cultivate spiritual knowledge. We are not even doing that. So what he should do? Vanam gato. Give up this foolish condition and Harim ashrayat. Take shelter of Hari. Take it? That should be always the program. How do I completely surrender to Krishna? How do I take his shelter? This is our program. We have no other program. Because we create program, we create independence, then bhaya, be ready for fearful conditions. Sometimes in a pride you say, no. I don't have to take Harim ashrayat. I have my own independent plan. Bhayam dvitiya anuveshita syat ishad apatsasya viparyaha smritihi. Whenever you have viparyaha, anything other than Krishna consciousness, then be ready. Bhaya will chase you now. Now you will, what happened? What happened? You are trying to act like a hero. Sorry. We are trying to act like a hero. We are not taking shelter of Krishna. Why I should take shelter of Krishna? I am a great man. I can manage things. Many people, society, they call so-called smart man. I can manage things. But very soon, they're going to see a fearful condition in their life, one by one. Correct? So instead of seeing fearful condition and lamenting at the end of life, it is good. As soon as possible, we cultivate Krishna consciousness. We do not delay. Somebody is hearing our classes. So his friend told him, why are you hearing these classes? These are all meant to be heard after 60 years. It's not true. Kaumaram acharet pragno dharman bhagatam iha. As early as possible, we should take up. Why? Dullabam manusham janma. Human life is very, very rare. Tadapi adhruvam arthatam. Even though it is temporary, it is very, very valuable. And imagine what the shloka is saying. So sweet. These lines we like to read again and again. Boundless spiritual happiness is waiting. Take care. This has been spoken so many places. Even Rishivadeva says same instruction. He says Sattvam Shuddhyat Brahma Saukhyam tu Anantam. We experience unlimited spiritual happiness when we come to spiritual life. That path is being shown. So very confidently, Usa, Nishaya, Dhairya, with great confidence, with enthusiasm. Very important is enthusiasm. Without enthusiasm, you cannot practice spiritual life. Enthusiasm means you should get up in time. Enthusiasm means you should chant your rounds attentively. Enthusiasm means daily you should have 1 or 2 hours of reading Prabhupada books. Correct? This is enthusiasm. And enthusiasm means, how do I serve Krishna? Look for, can I do some service? Some service. Actually, we can keep expanding the service to the deities. Correct? So, always, that is the proof somebody is chanting. Chanting means he is always eager. Can I do some service? Some service. Correct? Always. Some service. He'll so happy. Actually, otherwise, whole day I am serving myself only. How do I know? I am changing focus from Krishna consciousness. Normal man means he's only thinking about himself. Like Arjuna was thinking. As an example, Arjuna is a great servant of the Lord. He took a role of a man who whole day thinks about himself. I don't think I'll be happy if I fight this war. That's what he said. But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, Krishna wants the war. I should fight. My happiness or not happiness is not a consideration. So focus change from himself to Krishna. The same way for ourselves also, whole day I am thinking, how will I be comfortable? Then I'll sleep till 8 o'clock. I think I need more rest today. And then after that, today I want to eat that. We are only thinking about our eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That's all we are doing 24 hours. Krishna consciousness means to change that. Instead of focus on yourself, change focus on Krishna. Somebody say, I change focus. No. What service you did for Krishna today? Because whole day you are serving your own self. Therefore, deities are there. Deities means you pay obeisance. Yes, I did one service. I went to the deities, paid on obeisance. Correct? I offered some flowers to the deities. I cooked for the deities. Correct? I sang for the deities. Different ways, what service I did, that is very important. Otherwise, I am thinking about myself only whole day. Correct? Therefore, in the temples when somebody comes, the first thing we give pot service. We come to know how serious is he. If he is not inclined to wash the pots, he is useless. Therefore, in the temple, I have not kept servants. Some temple, they keep some, servant. Then the value of service goes away. Then anything is dirty. Where is Kalu? Where is Malu? Who call him? No. Anybody should be ready to serve the Lord. And that's how I prove, actually. The person is ready to clean the temple of the Lord. He actually proves he's eager to serve the Lord. Prabhupada says we should serve the Lord nimitta. Nimitta matrena. Correct? As a nicha. Just like normally in the society, these things are considered very bad. To clean pots. To, at houses they will not do. Rich houses they will never do. They will have some servants to do that. But we serve the acharyas and we serve Krishna as anything we are ready to do. Anything. The most humblest of service we are ready to do. Nicha vat. In any condition we are ready to serve the Lord. That means we have changed the focus from ourselves to we are ready to do anything for satisfaction of Krishna. Correct? That is the devotee. And that is why temple is needed. What happens in the temple? Everybody is doing different thing. But the focus is Krishna. Correct? That is what the focus is. When this focus changes, then it is dvanda. There are so many varieties of confusions come. So here, there is an encouragement. Definitely, we are not practicing the Ashtanga Yoga because this was meant for different time and place. And at least we can't do it. Maybe there are some special people can do, but we find it difficult to do. It's not a general process for Kali Yuga. So we are practicing Bhakti Yoga, but the principles are same. What are the principles? Take your mind away from all things and focus on Krishna. And when you attain the stage of Samadhi, you feel boundless spiritual happiness. Correct? And same way there is called a Yoga Bhrashta. I remember long time ago, when I joined the temple, there was a devotee. He asked one question. What should I do? I feel so envious of other people. Because now it is not there. Ours is a small temple. Just imagine there are 100 brahmacharis, 1,000 congregations. These all problems will start then. Okay. So, what should I do? He said, see, you forgot the purpose. Are you able to see Paramatma? Please tell me. So, now I cannot see. Haven't we come to Krishna consciousness for all this? To see the Paramatma, to see the Lord. You forgot that and you got lost. That is called yoga bhrashta. Yoga bhrashta. Yogis also, when he is practicing tapasya, what happens to him? He gets some power, he becomes excited, and he thinks that is the goal of his life. And he tries to cheat innocent public by that. So similarly, we may also learn something, some tricks by which we can get some mass following and all. We forget that that is not for that I came. For what I came? I came to see Krishna face to face. Have I seen? I have not seen. Am I seeing? Anybody see? Dikh raha hai kya? You close your eyes, Krishna beautifully comes with it and he talks to you. As hai koi hai kya? So we came for that purpose, correct? And it has to happen. Not that it will not happen, I'll go. You're not going back to Godhead without spiritual advancement. Prabhupada says, unless you're 100% Krishna conscious, you're not going back. Okay? So we should know that we have come for something. It's not case of, these are all stories. Kisne dekha hai? Sometimes people say, who has seen? Who has seen? Then you're not going back. If that is the attitude, then you forget it. You are in a wrong place then. If you come to Krishna conscious, Prabhupada said, we have come to see Krishna face to face. So there our prayers should go, there our effort should go, our sincerity. Then we know. See, if you think you're advanced, then why you're practicing spiritual life? You think I'm advanced? When I know the reality, when you take the symptoms of ruchi, asakti, bhava, prema, we know we have none of them. We are all sadhakas. Correct? We are not in raganuga bhakti, we are sadhakas. So we know how much we have to go. You're not even entered raganuga bhakti. We are all in sadhaka bhakti. So that makes us great impetus, enthusiasm. And we should not artificially flatter people also. Suppose a teacher gives you 100 out of 100. Then how will you understand? You have to work more. So therefore, just to get cheap followers, we should also not start, oh, you have become a pure devotee. Then why the person will chant sincerely then? Where they will do prayer? Okay, 100 out of 100. But he said, no, please keep sincerely working. Definitely one day you will become a great devotee. That is sure. But keep sincerely working. We have to go a long way. So we should be very realistic with our own self. And then the prayers will come. Then sincerity will come. And then Krishna notices. Yes, he is trying to advance. Then he bestows his mercy. And he feels very blissful. And more the material concepts are removed. Because spiritual advancement means the more and more the material desires vanish from the heart. And it's not that suddenly one day boundless spiritual happiness will come. Aisa bhi nahi hai. It's a gradual increase. Therefore Prabhupada says, Krishna consciousness means every day, so nice only increases. You're chanting, very nice. Next day, more nice. His happiness expands. It's like a bomb. And then you see the Lord face to face. Correct? It expands. And as the spiritual happiness is expanding, material happiness is looking smaller. That's why the Acharya says, Yamunacharya, I spit on that thought. So it will keep expanding. So, but we should know, presently there is a long way to go. As we are honest, we realize our condition. Still Maya is holding us, our hand, legs. There is a lot of sincerity to go, and we should not become yoga bhrashta. Just like a yogi has become yoga bhrashta. Correct? We should know there is a long way to go. And we should, just like what the general thing we tell about Ashtanga yogis. They get satisfied by if they can know the asanas properly, pranamaya properly. Correct? They are not focused on achieving samadhi. So why can't that apply to us also? We are also not focused on seeing Krishna's lotus feet face to face. We also get lost when we get little name and fame in the society. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.